Hey everybody, and welcome back to Zoo Tycoon 2! You guys are continuing to give a lot of support in the series. I appreciate it immensely. Today we're going to work on getting the tropical rainforest as an indoor place. And this is something that I thought about, and I think this is the right move, and I'm going to kind of explain why with my own actions in the next couple of videos, because I am ahead on the actual building aspect of the zoo. I'm just behind on doing my audio and then obviously uploading them, because I'm doing these as a bit of a backlog right now. But this is all going to work out fine, because as this is going to be an indoor section of the zoo, we're going to have an outdoor section just off of this for our Monkey Island, as I've been liking to call it lately. And Monkey Island is looking great. You guys won't see it for a few episodes, but it does look really good and is an outside exhibit, not an indoor exhibit. And I think we really do capture the indoor rainforest kind of feel with what we're doing here. So it's pretty simple how we're setting this up. It's really just covering anywhere where there's a path, covering it with elevated path. And we're going to add in the walls and stuff as we go. But to start off, you can kind of see how this is going to look by having this elevated path roof in this tropical rainforest type building here. And it's really, this is just a lot of me placing these things. I understand that's a little bit boring. So I'll try to entertain you a little bit with telling you about what the future of the zoo and of these episodes is going to bring. I've had a lot of people commenting about, can you add this exhibit? Can you add this exhibit? Here's kind of the dilemma that I'm facing. I have like half of this zoo planned out in my head. The other half, I'm kind of like, I don't know exactly what I want to do with it. So what we may do is, I have some parts planned out in my head, but then the other parts, maybe instead of doing a, themed up thing like how I'm doing right now, where we have the tropical rainforest, we have the monkeys, I have a desert area themed up, and obviously I want to do a savanna of some type as well. But I got a comment saying, hey, can you add sea lions? And I'm like, yeah, I'd love to add sea lions. I'd love to have a marine section of the zoo. I just don't exactly know where I want to do that yet, or how I want to do that. So what we may do is just have a whole section devoted to stuff that you guys want to see. And that's why I kind of want your help. Comment with stuff that you want to see. Do you want to see sea lions? Maybe you do. If you do, give me a comment, and maybe we can name those animals after your guys' usernames. I want to involve you guys in this process as well. I don't want it to just be me building in Zoo Tycoon, you guys listening to me, and then, moving on with their day. So that's kind of my plan for that. But we'll talk more about that as time goes on. This is not going to be like a 5-episode series. I already have 6 of these recorded, and I'm nowhere close to being done with the zoo. Not even half of it is done. So let's talk a little bit about what I'm doing right now. You're probably like, Tyler, the hell, is that like a prison for people? No, it's really not. It's a little bit of realism that Zoo Tycoon doesn't exactly conquer. It doesn't really do the whole realistic thing in a lot of aspects. But when I go to a zoo, you normally don't have the zookeepers just walking into the middle of where the guests are. You usually have some back entrances for the zookeepers. So that's kind of what I made right there, was a little building for our zookeepers to be in. And then it'll have entrance to these 2 exhibits so that they then have easy access to their animals without being in the way of guests. And I'm going to try to do that with a lot of the exhibits. Obviously, some of them, it's just not going to work out because I didn't plan this well. But for most of them, I would like for that to be kind of the case. And the other thing that I've now decided in this video, basically, was that I really don't want to see the zoo walls at all. They're really ugly. I think everybody can agree with that. So the less we have the zoo walls visible, the better. So I'm kind of just adding in, it's going to limit our space ever so slightly because, we're going to have basically one grid block surrounding the entire place gone now. But I think that in the long run, having that not visible is going to kind of make for a better zoo setup than what we have right now. So I added in the stone wall along the back, covering up the area, just because I don't like the zoo fence. And I know there's exploits to get rid of it. I don't really want to deal with that. I think I have one of them on. It just doesn't really work very well. So that's kind of where we're sitting with that. But anyway, we got to kind of do detail work now. We have most of the wall put in. And I'm not making a bad Pink Floyd reference when I say that. We do have most of the walls and the glass that I want to have here put in. It's just now a matter of, can we do the little detail work, making sure that the trees have a little entrance overhead, making sure that we have areas set up where we can put vendors in. I did do a little jut out in the one area for vendors. And then I kind of want to make this the main exhibit because it's probably going to be the first one you see when you come in. And I was really thinking Bengal tiger, but I'm leaving most of the animal decisions up to you guys. So I think either Jaguar or Bengal tiger. Let me know which of the two you think would be best in that area. But it's kind of a large area, 2 viewing areas, and I think it would look really neat. So then we can kind of look ahead to the future in this area. We're going to come out of the building and we're going to be right on the path that sends us back down the waterfall area. We're going to have that water extend a little bit over. You can kind of see I'm walking in first person, so you can see everything that's going on here. It looks really, really nice in my opinion. And obviously we haven't furnished it with benches and stuff like that, and I haven't gotten rid of all the supports, but I love how everything is looking. It just looks very cozy, very tropical rainforesty, and it will look even better once we have all of the added stuff plus the animals in there. So what we're doing now, we're just adding in, because I want to extend this further out, and we're just adding in the river there, making it a little bit bigger. We're going to have Monkey Island be directly across from the tropical rainforest. And Monkey Island is going to be a completely outdoor monkey exhibit. We will still have like viewing areas that are underneath platforms just because I think it looks really nice. But for right now, just know that it's going to be outdoor, not indoor like the tropical rainforest exhibit. But I wanted to have kind of these bridges going across the water because I think they look really nice, and we're going to be able to spruce those up so they look even nicer here shortly. But the water, I kind of struggled to get this how I really wanted it to, and I realized that running it right along the path was probably our best bet. It's going to maximize our space in the future, and it's going to look pretty aesthetically pleasing to the eye in the eye of the customer in our zoo. So that's kind of what I had here. Once again, I'm trying to get this elevated path going on diagonals, and then I just give up and realize that that's a horrible idea. So I do a straight path right across from our exit. There will be multiple ways to get on the Monkey Island just because we want to, maximize our zoo efficiency, and having, only one way to get to a certain set of exhibits, probably not the best thing to do. So I'm just looking at it from a management aspect as well. Obviously, we are kind of solely focusing on the design of the zoo. The management isn't really the key of this series, but that's kind of my thought there, is you still want to have the business side in mind when you're playing. And soon, hopefully, we're going to have a new zoo game on the series. On the channel, and I wanted to talk about this as well. I'm on a team, sort of. I'm like a feedback person for a new zoo game that's coming out, Zoo Manager. I highly recommend you guys go check them out. You can find them on /r/Zoo Manager. They're making a new game, which they like to call kind of the successor to Zoo Tycoon 2, kind of expanding upon what Zoo Tycoon 2 had. And they're looking to have alphas available this year. And I'm really excited to be working with them a little bit, getting stuff going, possibly making videos for them for their game, and just playing along with that as we see, kind of Zoo Tycoon 2 come back in 2016 after being gone, not on... there really hasn't been any good zoo games for a while, let's be honest. So I just wanted to bring that up. The game is nowhere near done yet, to my knowledge. It's a work in progress, but it's looking really great from what I've seen, and I'm excited to get my hands on that sometime soon Timmy, if you're listening, let me get my hands on that sometime soon, man. But let's just look at these bridges real quick. We've obviously been doing a lot of work while I've been talking. We're adding these little supports. I think they look really nice. It just adds a little extra detail, and it makes them look really good. So that's going to kind of do it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Remember to tell me what animals you guys want to see, especially in the tropical rainforest area, because I can try to get that out. But that's it. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!